G'day everybody, just before I go outside I thought I'd do a video about evolution and balance and put all these docos together and you can pull out a theory. So I'm going to give you one about putting all things together, and I've seen people talk similar things in radio shows and stuff like that. But here it goes when it comes to big dicks and big tits. Big dicks and big tits. Now when it comes to those two and evolution, why does certain things happen? Right? So why does a person, here's another way of putting it too. How does a person in this day and age, and how we see things, right? How does a big person with a big dick see things? They will see things as, I'm ultimate, I've got a bigger Johnson than you, right? And every chick loves me, and how's it go with the chicks? Oh, the bigger the better and all that kind of stuff. So that's how it works, mostly, of course, with the most factor. As the society thinks. How does society think? Right? Big dick energy. And you need some of these for certain things, because certain things go in certain sizes, which is a whole other clip I've already done before about proportions and sizes. Right? So the bigger you are, the more likely you're going to have a bigger one than the other dude that's half the size. But he might have the half size, but it still equals, because as he's half the size. Portion. Right? And so you expect things. But sometimes people do have a little smaller than usual or a little bigger, as that's how things are out there. Everything's never the same, right? But when you have that, everything's balanced, like getting your mum and dad genes, right? What you get is mum's looks and dad's ideas and blah, 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 and then what's yours? And then the extra bonus, right, which is you. Something different and all put together, right? And so when it comes to big Johnsons usually, and a big person, and he's usually musclier, you can get musclier bigger, because he's a big person. They usually come with a smaller pee-pee. Right? I'm talking about the brain. Smaller brain. And they don't need a big brain, as they're Brute and Big Johnson. You get it? Me, Brute, Big Johnson, come here. Me, tough man. You love it? Come here. Me, king now. We walk around king pretty much by going tough man, big momo. And I'll use them, mostly those things, to get what I want. And I will. Don't you talk to me. I'll smack your hand with one hand. Right? Big person. That's the man. Now let's go the women. And go with the looks as well. Right? Good looking. And usually the good looking are the smaller ones. And that's the same thing with the evolution. Right? The smaller, you're good looking. It brings you in the attraction. Instead of the brute. Right? And doesn't have the big loot here. But maybe so he might want to hook up with someone who doesn't want to go with sexual pleasures, and it's just to get together. Because sex is not all about what pleasures you get, it's the connection. Right? But anyway, don't worry about all that. That's way beyond most people's comprehension on how that works. Right? So when it comes to the guy, so the other guy's got, an average size, if not maybe a tad smaller, but he might be even better good looking. Or he might be better smart to make up that. Right? Or you might just have a dude that's a bit of everything. He's normal, like making an avatar. And there could even be people out there like that too. You see? But anyway, that's the difference. And the big dude will ball the other dude. He'll be like, yeah, big dick, and he'll say this, and I'm going to come beat you up. And then the other one will use his smarts to outdo it. And there's a little battle. See? The balance. And this one here will be able to kill the armies of them as they use their smarts to wipe them out, make them fall in holes and fall for shit because they're dumb as fuck. Right? And then these guys have less of them, be able to get, if they get in and sneak up, able to balance out as they'll be able to crush them if they get there, you see? Now, who's going to win those wars? Usually the smart one when it comes to the brain, as humans are dominating things that are big brutes like lions and stuff, isn't it? So it's the pick you get. Well, you have in between. Someone's sort of muscling, someone not, half bright. You pick what you want to get out there. Well, that's how it goes when it comes to differences, right? And it's the same when it comes to what people think, who's a man and who's not a man, right? And how they perceive things, right? But anyway, I thought I'd chuck that out there, as you hear about those things all the time. And maybe it's true. Oh, what I want to do is chuck out my theory now. Maybe it's true that people with big dicks are meant to be dumber, right? Maybe it's a normal thing. We see it. We see girls that are good looking with tits. They can learn, but they prefer not to. It's what you go with. See, they say naturally be you. Huh? So you're already naturally big in that, and you can already get what you want. So it's all about being you to get what you want and be happy. So if you already got that, you're a big, every chick wants me because I can, I'll never have to worry about, I'll be naked anytime, right, and all this because I'm not shamed, because it's people like me that shame the other ones, you know? Huh? When's the time when we're going to get together as a balance from the brutes to the smart and actually get along? Instead of constantly fighting between these two bullying tactics and spreading around the world of how we perceive things. Huh? You should perceive love's the most important, not the woohoo. That's why they made marriage to a certain time. I like that part of the Bible where they made it where you shouldn't have sex. Well, you shouldn't get punished because you had sex beforehand, like the Bible can do, and it's done over time. They go a bit too far with what they say. But they certainly, and what they say, and then they do it, right? That's a way of control, that is. But anyway, that's another whole thing. It's certainly a good thing to have that, as it teaches them, right? That's why they say it, because they control, and they like to control by teaching, right? And they go, that's the point why you're not meant to get married, meant to have sex before you get married, right? Because if you do, you might find out that, you'll make a decision on the sex, right? And that's not the decision you're meant to be making when it comes to love, right? But most people these days are doing it. Or the looks. And love comes to, you got to blend them all together. You'd at least be going, well, at least they're good enough to wake up in. Right? You don't want to wake up to something you can't look at. Oh man, if you think about it, this thing's ugly. Right? People that say that, right? And you got to at least get along mostly. They're not. And all that kind of stuff. And be similar, but then also be unsimilar, because the unsimilarity makes you blend. Like me not being good at writing, but better than math than Emma. And she's more better at spelling and reading than math. We balance out in that, right? Because you don't want to be too much the same, otherwise you don't need each other, you see. But anyway, have a good one, everybody, and see you later. And I'm just waiting now to quickly go out there and do this. It's going to get dark now. I think it's long enough, and get things finished. See ya.